Know Your Plant at knowyourplant.app is the source, but the real hook is the budget and accountability question behind plant care decision through SaaS Founders Board Memo lens. Translate every claim into budget, risk, owner, or timing is the move here, so I am starting with the tension behind plant care decision, with clear ownership after launch still in mind. I read it with one lived filter, the way I see AI through scarcity of attention. If the idea does not protect roadmap focus, customer trust, and family-grade time discipline, it is probably noise for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. For this buyer breakdown, the job is to translate the idea into buyer criteria, objections, and next step questions, under the usable in a leadership meeting test. My reuse note: this source can support more than one video. Turn the strongest sections around plant identification, plant care app, houseplant care, and indoor plants into a care checklist, symptom fix short, room fit guide, plant owner FAQ, under the connects to revenue, margin, retention, or customer experience test. The video should reinforce the source by making the idea easier to trust, easier to remember, and easier to bring into an internal conversation about plant identification, plant care app, houseplant care, in SaaS Founders read. For a founder or CEO, the stakes are not abstract, with low engineering drag still in mind. The source has to reduce anxiety around manual internal workflows slow down growth. AI features are requested by customers, but the team lacks dedicated AI capacity. Engineering time is scarce and roadmap trade-offs are expensive and still protect capital discipline, speed to useful proof, low engineering drag, clear ownership after launch for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. That is the lens I would keep on every claim. This is the money and calendar beat. I would ask whether the article helps a reader estimate effort, sequence the work, and avoid pretending the cheapest path is automatically the lowest risk path, under the connects to revenue, margin, retention, or customer experience test. The source creates value when it helps the reader choose between paths, in SaaS Founders read. I would test the decision against usable in a leadership meeting, reduces founder uncertainty, protects roadmap focus, connects to revenue, margin, retention, or customer experience through SaaS Founders Board Memo lens. The point is not one perfect answer. It is less internal fog before a team commits, with capital discipline still in mind. The Know Your Plant point should come from the article's own reader problem, not from a pasted slogan, for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. The bridge is plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care meeting Know Your Plant app, plant identification, and plant care app, under the makes, build, buy, or partner trade-offs visible test. That is where Know Your Plant turns plant questions into practical care guidance can sound earned, in SaaS Founders read. A comparison table only helps if it changes what the buyer can rule in or rule out, under the makes, build, buy, or partner trade-offs visible test. I would map plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care against the work required, the owner, the timeline, and the failure mode in SaaS Founders read. The source should not remove all doubt, it should make the right doubts visible, with low engineering drag still in mind. Around plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care, the useful doubts are demo theater without production plan, vague transformation language, hidden cost or ownership assumptions, and the controls that answer them, for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. My board memo score lands at 8 out of 10. The source is useful for a founder or CEO who needs clearer judgment around plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care, and the strongest evidence is the way it turns the topic into buyer action, with capital disciplines still in mind. For SaaS Founder, the next pass should widen proof around the budget and accountability question behind plant care decision and connect Know Your Plant app, plant identification, and plant care app only where the article earns it, for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining.